you, Freak. I'm joined by Liquid's Xpecial and Dominate. And guys, 3-0 victory over CLG, coming in red hot into the playoffs here. Dominate, how does it feel to come out with such a dominating victory?
It feels really good being able to win a series like this. I mean, they've had a much better regular season than us, so I feel like we were kind of the underdogs coming in, but historically we always perform really well against CLG, and we were able to take it home 3-0, which was a big confidence boost going into the next round.
And Xpecial, we've been asking ourselves all day, where was this Team Liquid for the entire regular season, and what happened in the last week that allowed you guys to come out so strong right now?
So something I've said a lot was that I felt like our team was really good, but there was little things off, and I felt like once everything clicked into place, the whole puzzle would come through. And once that one puzzle was missing, things wouldn't go right. And that's pretty much what happened. We saw glimpses of hope throughout the season, but because this thing would be off or another thing would be off, we would just often lose a lead or throw early game, and we often lose really badly. But now that everything's in place, hopefully these wins are gonna really mean that we win against C9 as well. But I remember last year, same exact situation actually, but we were 4th place and then we lost to C9. We got blown out 0-3 at playoffs, and we don't want that to repeat.
All right, so Dominic, we talk about this missing puzzle piece and what was the actual factor that goes into, everything coming to fruition. So was it communication? Was it synergy within the team? Was it just mechanical play individually across all the board? What were the actual factors that, we can attribute to that missing link?
Personally, I think it was communication. I think that was the biggest thing that we changed in the last week. We would have some problems with when we would take turret, when we wouldn't take turret, stuff like that. And now I felt like we were all really working together, and when we came to a decision, everyone was on board. It wasn't like 1 against 3 or something. It was like, okay, let's figure out the problem. Once the problem was figured out, we're going to act on it, and we could just execute. And I think that we're a really strong mechanical team, so if we have the strategy there and we have the good mindset, I think we should be able to win a lot of these games.
Yeah, and the cohesion there really showcased itself in the fact that you guys came into all 3 games with a very specific team comp in mind, right? They all had very specific goals and purposes. So Xpecial, whereas the rest of the season we've been handing criticism out for the fact that you guys lacked an identity when it came to what you wanted to do during the game, you guys landed on 3 different identities here and executed them properly. What allowed you to do that?
Well, throughout the season, a best out of 1 game isn't going to help us showcase our team comps. You only got to play 1. I mean, you don't know if we have 5 or you have 2 or you have 1. But in a best out of 5, we can showcase anything we want, and we have potentially 5 games to showcase all our different team comps. And that's really where our pick and ban shines, because we play a lot of champions, and that means that we have a lot of team comps, and there's plenty of stuff we haven't played yet still. So we're like a wild card team. In a best out of 1, maybe we can't shine, but in best out of 5, I think we're definitely shining.
Absolutely. And Piglet had said in a video at the beginning of the day that he felt the team that won the first game was going to win the whole series. I mean, clearly that's the case. But Dominic, did you feel that so much of it hinged on how the result of the first game went?
I think it was a really tough game for them to lose because they had a pretty big edge. I couldn't tell exactly what the goalie was because I was playing, but it felt like maybe 3 or 4K at a point because they had so many turrets on us. And since we were able to come back from that and win team fights, I think it kind of they didn't really know what team comps were best, because obviously the first game you're going to play your strongest team comp or the one that you think is best blind into anything. And when they lost that game, I think they started doubting what team comps they ran best. And then they ended up picking Vladimir a lot throughout the series, and they kind of ended up stopping. When they came into the series, they thought it was a first pick worthy champion, and then they didn't even pick it in the last game. So I think it was just a series that, when you lose the first game, it kind of just mentally weighs on you throughout. It's like, okay, did we practice the optimal things? Do we have the right strategies? And I think that maybe the 5.5, 5.6 patch hurt them a little bit. I know that they like to favor a lot of bruisers, the Vi, the Lee Sin, the Jarvan, and all those champions are kind of weaker now, and tank junglers are stronger, and I don't know if they adapted to that as well as they should have.
And you talk about some individual play a little bit, and everyone on Team Liquid definitely stepped up. But as Freak mentioned, Phoenix, we've heard behind the scenes how great of a player he is in scrims, that he dominates everyone in lane. And we finally saw it happen out here on the stage and in one of the most high pressure situations that he's played in. So Xpecial, just talk to me a little bit about that. What was his mindset coming in? Did he come in with any kind of hesitancy, or was he rearing to go, ready to show off?
It's hard to say. I think Phoenix is a really good player. We've always thought that. And the issue is that he wasn't able to bring it to LCS. And obviously today he showed off pretty hard. I mean, he styled on people. It was pretty crazy. We were all shocked. We were like, damn, this guy's finally going off just like we expected him to. And I think this is a huge confidence booster. And hopefully, he can carry this into the future games. And I think that was just one of his, he just finally broke out of his shell.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're looking at the future games now because he is going to have to carry that through, but the whole team in general will have to. And you already touched a little bit on that C9 matchup, but Dominate, I want to get your thoughts as to what the team now needs to do with this great first win under their belt to, look towards that C9 matchup.
I think we just need to kind of readjust our pick ban to the C9 style. The C9 plays a lot differently than CLG, for example. They play a lot of like Nidalee jungle and stuff like that. A lot more carry junglers and less bruiser champions. So I don't really expect them to pick much like Vi, Lisa, or probably Vi, but no Lee Sin, no Jarvan. Like that's not Meteos' style. So I think that for us, it's just we have to readjust our pick ban to fit what they do best. And since we do have like a variety of comps we can play, we have to be able to choose which ones are best. We don't necessarily want to play into one of C9's best comps. I mean, they look really good with like their Rumble, Zed, Nidalee comp that they practice so much. Those are all like signature champions for their team. I think that if we just have like a game where we are able to play like on even footing, I think that we'll do a lot better than if we try to like cater to their style and play exactly what they do.
And especially, do you feel that being as diverse now as you guys are in your champion pool, I mean, we've seen it with Quas in the top lane playing just an extraordinary number of champions, now Phoenix in the mid lane, and, and across all roles, really. Do you feel like having that ability to play as many different team comps as you guys do is going to give you an advantage against a team like Cloud9, who does kind of tunnel in on those very specific team comps where they have a carry jungler and things like that, and they can't branch out so far as you guys can?
I definitely say that if you can play more champions, it's definitely better. But to say that C9, would be better against C9 or something like that, I'm not too sure, because the comps they play, maybe it's few, maybe it's only one or two, but they play them extremely well. So maybe if we ban them out, then we can get an advantage. But honestly, it's going to be up to what we decide to play and how our team comp stacks against theirs, and if we can find the right counter picks. And it's up to our picks and bans, which I think is fine. I think it's really good. And I think in the best of 5, even if we lose a game or two, we can adjust and ban or pick accordingly.
All right, well, gentlemen, before we go, I want to get your thoughts on tomorrow's matchup between Team Impulse and Gravity. How do you think that series is going to go?
I personally, my heart wants to go with Gravity, obviously, because those are all my friends. But I think Tip's style is really good against Gravity's. Like, in the regular season, they beat them twice, and both of the games were actually kind of blowouts. I think Rush, went off in both of them, and I think that their style is really good against Gravity. So I want Gravity to win, but I don't know if they'll be able to deal with the style that Team Impulse plays.
Any thoughts to add?
Well, last time against a teammate Gravity game, I said Gravity was going to lose. So this time, I'm going to say they're going to win. We believe in our former sister team, and they can definitely pull off an upset, as they've been doing this whole season. So I'm not going to doubt on them now. Yeah,
we've seen it before. Well, gentlemen, I want to congratulate you on your 3-0 sweep there. It was definitely entertaining to watch, and wish you the best of luck in your preparation for your match against Cloud9. Now, for some final thoughts on the series, we're going back to the caster